Hi, you guys, it's Mrs. Laus. You guys are looking at your math page for our beginning of Chapter 2 lesson. Today we are doing an Am I Ready page first. So here we go. We're going to write all the factors of each number. So what is a factor? Let's write that out first. So I'm going to write that over here. So factors are numbers that multiply and give me their product. So what the heck does that mean? Well, what numbers multiply together and give me an 8? So always start out at the bottom. 1 times 8 is 8. 2 times 4 is 8. 5, 6, and 7 are not factors of 8 because they don't multiply to give me 8. So all of our factors are written right here. 1, 2, 4, and 8. Let's try 6. 1 times 6 is 6. And then I know 2 times 3 is 6. So there are my factors for 6. Number 5, we're jumping down 32. So I know 1 and 32. Okay. And then we need to go through the numbers 2, 3, 4. So I know that 8 and 4 are factors because 8 times 4 is 32. And then I know that 2 and 16 are factors because 2 times 16 gives me 32. So even though I didn't write them in order, that's okay as long as you have them all written out. Number 2. I saved number 2 next because we have a prime number. The only numbers that multiply to 11 are 1 in itself, so we would call that prime. Number 4, 1 and 15 gives me 15, and I know 3 times 5 gives me 15. And then number 6, we have the number 10. 1 times 10 is 10, and 2 times 5 is 10. So there are all the factors that we have for this page. Now I'm going to pause for just a second. All right, so let's go ahead and continue, shall we? Get rid of this. I'm going to scroll down. Okay, so next part. And remember, if you're watching this at home, you guys can pause the video and rewind where you need to go back. Okay, so now we're on part 2. Write each repeated addition sentence as a multiplication sentence. So how would we do that? So we're changing it from addition to multiplication. Those are two different operations. I know that 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 is 20, but let's change that to a multiplication equation. 5 times what gives me 20? Well, how many 5s are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I know that 5 times 4 is 20, which is the same thing as adding 5 4 times. This has 8 3s, so I know that 8 times 3 is 24. This has 2 21s, so 21 times 2 gives me 42. This has 5 6s, so 6 times 5 must give me 30. This has 3 13s, so 13 times 3 must give me 39. And then this one has 6 7s, so 7 times 6 must be 42. So go ahead and pause the video if you need to, and then let's move on. All right, so now we're multiplying. We're just going to do multiplication. We are going to learn our multiplication facts by the end of 5th grade. You're going to know all your multiplication facts for 0 through 12 memorized. 6 times 3, 18. 1 times 8, 8. 4 times 10, 40. 7 times 8. Okay, let's say you don't know what 7 times 8 is. What if you knew that 8 times 6 gives you 48? But I need to know what 8 times 7 is. Well, if I add another 8 to 48, that will give me 8 times 7. So just take 48 and add 8 more, and we get 56. So 8 times 7 is 56. All right, last part. Nikki purchased 3 used books. So I'm going to write that, 3 used books. I also like to draw pictures. I have 3 books at a garage sale. Each of them were $5. Find the total cost of all 3. So because I drew a picture and I labeled it, it's really easy for us to understand what we're working with. There was 3 books and each of them were $5. What's the total cost? That would be 5 plus 5 plus 5, or I could change it to multiplication and say 5 times 3. And the total cost would be $15. Okay, you guys, so there is the end of an Am I Ready page. So I'm going to pause and stop the video for that part.